And you get to choose how much you work. Do you want to work 10 hours a week? Do you want to work 20 hours a week? Do you want to work full time? And in this particular case, you're getting paid for every hour that you work because it's strictly an hourly rate basis.
So I'm just curious, what can we do? What else we can do as an individual? What else you think you can do to help this professional, this pilot national?
Yeah, that's a great question, Rosie. So, a big mission that I've been kind of working on over the last year is a new company, a technology platform called Wave CPAs. It is a consulting services, accounting and finance services platform. We don't do tax and audit, but it's really creating a safe space for the entrepreneurial CPA career path to take off. So think about sitting, in a CPA firm and you're ready to go, I don't know, be a social media influencer or something. You worked hard for your license, you don't want to give all that work up, but you don't know what else to do. This could potentially be a transition point to finding that next thing. Or it could be your opportunity to realize that you are yourself an entrepreneur and you want to hang out your single shingle. So, it just creates an opportunity for CPAs to explore something new. And we do that by creating essentially a marketplace where clients can funnel into the platform and CPAs can go on the platform to find client work. So you get to perform all the services. We handle all the administrative burden. So it cuts down on that barrier to entry. We also put in safeguards for you to be able to have multiple income streams in the platform so you can have that stability through any transition or to land here full time. At the end of the day, though, we're creating that marketplace for the entrepreneurial CPA. So if you're a consultant on your own basis, you're independent. We don't control what you do. You have the right to choose what clients you work on, where you work, whether it's in office or remote or what have you. And you get to choose how much you work. Do you want to work 10 hours a week? Do you want to work 20 hours a week? Do you want to work full time? And in this particular case, you're getting paid for every hour that you work because it's strictly an hourly rate basis. And we think that's really important because, for a long time, working as a salaried employee, I felt that I would always work way more hours than I was getting paid for. And I had counterparts that were, making more and not getting getting paid. They were working less and getting paid more, and I kind of felt like I was getting cheated. So we built this model thinking about the CPA. How do we improve the value of the licensure? How do we improve what it means to be a CPA? And one of the areas we're looking at is that value component, how much you get paid. So the hourly rate for our platform is going to be far and away more than most CPA firms or individual practice pays per hour. And that's purely because we truly want to improve the value of our licensure and retain CPAs in the profession from that perspective. But additionally, working 20 hours a week and spending the other 20 hours in philanthropic endeavors is important for a lot of people, and they want to have the financial stability to do so. Whether it's philanthropic endeavors or family planning or just spending more time with family in general, taking on new hobbies, this gives you that avenue to do that. So I think that creates a couple different value propositions that CPAs can really enjoy, and it really creates that place for companies who don't know where to go to be able to find that resource and help them with their business problems. I think entrepreneurial CPAs really have that unique skill set to be able to help solve problems for companies, and we're just the conduit for that. So I would say that to anyone that's looking to see something different in their career, explore something, check us out. We're going to be launching the platform next week, and it's wavecpas.com.
That sounds so amazing. It's like very exciting for people who consider to find the balance between work and life, family, and all other commitments they have in life. Now, Marcus, I'm just curious, how did you come up with the name, Waves?
Yeah, wavescpas.com. What a name, right? I kind of really wanted to sit back and think of what could resonate both with a CPA and also the clients that they would be serving. And what I kind of thought back to was how certain businesses go through project cycles and they may need to flex up their staff. There's contracting companies out there for that, and that's great. Our platform is specifically for CPAs, so you will never find a non-CPA on our platform. So when a company wants a high-level finance consultant with that CPA designation, they're going to come to us, and they're going to be able to flex up their bench. They're going to be able to flex up their project team for that period of time that the project goes on. For the CPA, it's all about flexing up and down your work life. Do you want to work more in the winter? If you're in the frigid Minnesota like I am, I'd rather be outside in the summertime and inside in the wintertime. So I might want to work more in the winter and be able to work less in the summer. So I'll flex up time in the winter and enjoy the outdoors and the sun on my skin in the summertime. And it's different for families. If you've got a busier life in the fall with sports for kids, you may want to work less and work more in the summertime when there's less going on for them. It just really creates an opportunity for CPAs to flex up and down, and businesses individually, they can ebb and flow like a wave does. So you kind of think about ups and downs like a wave, and that's what we can do. We can offer that up and down for CPAs and clients as well.
Well done. I really like the name and I really like the logo as well. So people who are listening to this podcast, make sure you check it out. The link, I will have the link in the description for you to check it out. But I'm so excited that you want to launch this website very soon, and people can come in and just see what's going on, what can they do with this website, what benefits that they can take being just pretty much like freelance CPAs. You can say it that way.
Yeah, freelance CPAs. So we take up the admin work that CPAs don't typically like to do. So business development is being handled by the platform. You're able to filter on clients and businesses that you'd like to work with. So it really makes it really more succinct. The timekeeping is something that we manage for you. The cash management side, we manage all that transaction flow. So you don't have to worry about billing a client. You don't have to worry about if they're going to pay you. You don't have to worry about going and asking them for the money. It can be awkward. And then the contracts. It's hard for CPAs always to write contracts or to negotiate their value on there. So those are some of the services that we offer so that CPAs can focus on what they enjoy doing, and that's providing services to clients and not necessarily on the administrative work.
That's really cool because I know a lot of CPAs, they don't like admin work. And so that will minimize those time and just focusing on the main work that people enjoy. So that helped a lot. Oh my God, that's amazing. How long did it take you to finish the whole website from beginning to the end until now? I know you told me you work a lot of hours.
That's right. So, the idea kind of came up about a year and a half ago, and I started to get a bit more serious about it last year, about a year ago. And I think in the last 9 months, we've been really hitting the road there, really hitting the pavement on development. So I've got a good development team that's been helping me build this. I'm a techie to some extent, but I don't write the code. I've got a great team here, all U.S. Based. And we're building it from here. There's people that are just down the road or just in our time zone at least. We've got some folks spread throughout the upper Midwest, but it's all focused on United States based CPAs, and that's where we're building it from. So, 9 months to build it. It's been a journey, but we're excited to launch it, and we're excited to leave an impact in the profession and improve the value of the licensure and really help CPAs with their career journey who are really struggling. One of the great features that we're going to have on the platform is the Moonlight feature. And that's actually going to allow CPAs to come in and sign up and take a little look around and see if it's for them. Get an idea if they want to stack up a couple of contracts and be able to plan an exit from a company safely. It's hard making a career change. You want to be able to be stable financially. And so this Moonlight feature kind of allows you to do that. Additionally, if you work in a company and your company allows it or your contract allows it and you want to work some Moonlight hours on the weekends, whether it be 5 to 10 hours, you can certainly use that feature to explore those contracts as well. And it just gives you a way to do something different and break up kind of your current job and maybe make some extra money. But we wanted to make sure people had a safe way to look at the platform and give it a shot. without risking too much. One of the great things that we're going to have after this is a success, fingers crossed, we'd like to create a foundation. And the foundation is going to be focused on bringing leadership and CPA education. And I don't mean like we're going to educate CPAs. We want to bring education to underserved communities on what it is to be a CPA and to join the accounting profession. I had a former Leadership Academy graduate tell me that in her state there was such a small number of cities that actually had accounting classes in their school systems. So we think that's a real issue that we want to help address. So the foundation will not only help bring more programs to small communities, but we'd like to approach this from maybe a legislative level and encourage legislators to move more of their agendas towards education and around the accounting profession into the high schools, so that we can start learning about the accounting profession at a younger age, and that might hopefully perpetuate into electing an accounting career or an accounting degree in college. So this foundation is really going to be an important part of what we do, and I will be using proceeds from the success of the company to be able to fund that. So we're going to be able to do it right, and we're going to be able to do it for the future of the profession, and we're going to be doing it from some faith-based guidelines. So I'm really excited to jump into that.
That sounds really amazing. Thank you, Marcus, for doing all of these things, and the profession's going to be very bright in the future.
Absolutely.
Wow, I will have to check it out, see what it offers in that website. Even I know that you said it has a lot of benefits, but I know that it will be even better when you actually go into the website and check it out. That's amazing. So Marcus, besides doing the website, launch this brand new services company that you so excited, it's like probably your baby, so excited about this one. What's your future plan for your career?
Well, my future plan is to build up this platform and see how else I can help CPAs. So while we're starting it on a light version, we're going to learn over time what CPAs really need to expand their career in this entrepreneurial CPA career path. And we're going to listen, we're going to take notes, and then we're going to build tools that help them so that they can find greater fulfillment in their career, give them more reasons to stay with us on the platform, and help to build something that's meaningful to them.
When you say you want people to fulfill their career, what are main elements that you think that will help people fulfill their career?
Yeah, that's tough to say because I think that really varies by person. But from myself, I know that I'm making a difference if I'm working with a team of people that I'm helping them grow, both individually and professionally. And if I'm at one of my clients as a fractional CFO and I'm able to inspire change and growth in the company that moves it to the next stage, whether it's technologically or in their business cycle, I know that I'm making a difference and leaving an environment better off than I found it. And for me, that's creating a meaningful experience.
So it depends on each person's journey, and also it depends on each person's purpose as well to decide how to fulfill the career. So
Exactly.
I agree. I agree about that because for me, I thought that fulfill my career is that I'm going to just being an auditor and go to different clients' office and talk to the client. But no, it's not. It's actually tax is my destination. So you never know. You never know until you try it or until you actually dive into it and I say, oh, it's not what I expect. Actually, I like something else.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's the great part about the platform too, is you're going to get to experience a lot of things at your choice. You're going to be able to have that flexibility in that and explore new areas. And you don't know maybe you don't know what you're going to really enjoy doing the most, but at least this way you'll have an opportunity to figure it out.
Yeah, and also for this platform, I'm just curious that are you going to create a community for people that they can talk to other CPAs who are on this platform, or
Yeah,
they
that's right. Yeah, we're actually gonna do exactly that, and it's in the works right now. It's not fully built out, but it's gonna be called our communities, and that's where CPAs get to come together and help solve problems for their clients. If you don't have that resource, you've always had that resource in public accounting, to go to firm partner or a manager or senior manager and ask those questions. You may not feel like you have that resource anymore coming into the platform, but that's what we're trying to create. That community it's a safe space to ask questions. Your questions could be about your career. That could be about personal matters. It could be about how you're solving a difficult problem for a client, and the community there is there to support you and give you the true feedback. Feedback that you need to hear to be able to be successful. And this is a controlled environment, so it's not public to the open web, and it's not going to be available to clients on the web. So it's an area specifically for CPAs that are on the platform.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool. That you also have the support from this platform as well. That's something I believe a lot of people may concern that, hey, I'm pretty nervous going out there and become a freelance CPA. I don't know what I don't know. Who can I ask? Who should I reach out to? What do I need to do to avoid making silly mistakes that may hurt my CPA license,
Yep, that's
So
right.
that could be very helpful to have that community.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. We want that. We want to help each other out. I think we're better helping each other out.
Yeah, with this new platform, what challenges that you have seen or you have been going through to build this platform?
I think the biggest challenge is patience and perseverance. Like any entrepreneur trying to build a company, you're going to go through difficult times. And I think that's been my biggest challenge is being patient and waiting for it to be done right, and being built in a way that is simple but yet impactful. And that just takes time to really hammer out what that is and how it's going to look and feel. So patience has been my biggest. Has been difficult for me, but I'm glad we took the time to get it right and to do it well. That can serve CPAs and clients alike.
That's awesome. Yeah, you went through a lot of different positions that you can learn so much about being doing a business and also being patient. So your whole career has been supporting for this specific role to build this platform. So that's
Yeah,
so amazing.
the universe, right? The
I
universe put
know.
me into all those scenarios. No, I mean it's been fantastic, and there's nothing. I truly believe that God has given me these chances to experience so many different things in my career and my life to be able to leave an impact. And so I put a lot of faith into not just my everyday, but into God too, to help guide me to doing the right thing for people. So I think I'm doing the right thing, and we'll see. I hope the CPA community and the client community reacts well.
Good luck to you as well for this platform, and I know that
Thank you.
it will create a great impact in our profession. That's for sure. And I know we talk a lot about the CPA journey, about this new career page for you with this new platform. It's going to open so many doors and open so many opportunities for you to help with this profession at the same time, building community and connecting with other CPAs as well. But
That's
talking
true.
all about that, it's just profession. Now talking about fun things, because at the beginning you said you did a lot of fun things as well. So now I'm just curious that beside of like running your own business, being as a fractional interim CFO at the same time creating this platform, how did you balance your time doing fun things on the side to just maintain your insanity?
Those are good questions. Well, luckily golf is my poetry, so I'm a big avid golfer. I love to golf. I try to get out as much as possible. It's been a little bit tougher to get out this year as I've been focused on getting this platform ready. But golf is definitely something I love to do. I love to go on walks. I've got a couple paddle boards and I live next to a lake, so I jump down to the lake on occasion and jump on a paddleboard and float around. So that's fun. I've got a great volleyball community. I do that. I just like to stay active. And Minneapolis specifically, has a ton of bike trails. So I'm out on my bike too, checking out the city and taking on new sites and exploring. So yeah, and ideally, I'd love to get more to travel. So when I've got more capacity, I'll get out and do some traveling. That kind of refills my cup. Get to a beach somewhere, or a mountain view, or maybe even go abroad.
That sounds really fun. That sounds really cool. You should send me pictures when you travel. That would be great because I will not be able to travel much going forward with the baby coming. So that would be like, oh no, at least I can see some pictures of Marcus traveling. So
You
that
can
would
live
be
vicariously through me, huh?
fun.
I'll take a picture in every city and with like a Zoe cheer for you.
You
Cheers.
know what? That's going to be fun. If we can just post that series and say like, Rosie's not here, but her Zoe is here.
Marcus in Tampa, whoa, Zo. Marcus in
Yeah,
San Diego, Zo.
yeah.
Marcus in Italy, Zo.
That would be so fun. Oh my God, that's amazing.
I'll jump over to
Um,
Vietnam and people will be like, "Yeah, cheers. What's going on?"
well, we don't, they will be like, you cannot speak Vietnamese, but you can say that so well.
I learned from the best.
Oh my God. But it was fun with that Zoe initiate from AICP Leadership Academy. But thank you so much for the interview today, Marcus. Before we end this discussion about your CPA journey, I was wondering if you have any last tips and advice to young professionals to in this profession who want to advance the career.
Absolutely. I think that being curious and asking good questions and being intentional about your relationships with people. One of my mottos is people first, business second. We're going to go through our day to days and we really need to focus on the people that we work with. The work will get done, but what is meaningful, and to me personally, is making sure that I've got good relationships with people. And I think that's been really instrumental in my career development. So, it's being intentional about those relationships and maintaining those. So, I'd recommend that to anybody. Be curious about yourself, about others. Learn as much as you can. I know it's hard with AI and the influx of information we get every day, but that's where the intentionality comes in too.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Marcus, for the interview today. Enjoy the
Absolutely.
new platform.
It's been a pleasure being on your podcast, Rosie. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.